So if we get him a golf cart, if we get you a golf cart, is there a store near? Like, probably, can you get up to 7-Eleven in a golf cart?
He can get up to 7-Eleven in a golf cart.
Probably.
For sure. Absolutely.
I mean,
He can get everywhere he really needs to be.
As long as you don't get run over on Park Street.
we see a lot of people in this neighborhood riding around on the golf carts. Is that just, do you think they're only doing this neighborhood, or are they going out and kind of like
they're probably
hitting the street a little bit to get to 7-Eleven at least?
I'd say they ain't going down Park Street.
You don't think so?
But they're probably hitting the tavern.
There's a way to get just across the street to it. I figured it on the way home today.
Is there a way to get to like the tavern real short?
Well, yeah.
That'll be next. I was going to drive the tavern and cut into the neighborhood.
Well, then, if we can figure out a way to get the tavern easily, then we're going to invest in a fucking Breeze golf cart with decals around the side of it.
Sound
cart back up, and that's going to be great.
System.
Guys, They Call Us the Breeze, episode 41. We got a huge show for you tonight.
Yeah.
We're very excited about it. And you know what I always say? There's only one way to do it, so let's get to it. Let's go.
Go.
Well, hey guys, welcome back, everybody.
What's up, y'all? How we doing?
We heard you missed us. We're back.
Here we are.
That's right. Give me something to ride on. Guys, They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Tiger Cage Media. And make sure you also listen to our sister podcast, Is This Football?
Is it?
Every Tuesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And make sure you're going out there on Facebook if you haven't already and like the pages. All sorts of great stuff out there, some good pictures. And you also get links to the show, and it makes it a lot easier on you. So don't sleep on it. For every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So tell your friends, guys.
Tell them.
Got a huge show for you tonight. Got all sorts of fun. I got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. I mean, I got a lot of different things I want to talk about. Some news type stuff, some personal type stuff. We're going to try a new segment tonight, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, exactly.
It's funny. Sometimes I feel like there's nothing to talk about, right?
Yep.
I mean, there's like, we're leading up to the show. There's a couple days before the show, and Jeremy and I, we look at each other. We're like, we have nothing.
I got nothing.
This week, I think we got some stuff.
Yeah, we got some stuff.
I think we have some stuff to talk about.
Some weeks are like the first 2 or 3 runs that they take out on the Bubba Gump shrimp boat, and they do
don't
the
catch
net, and there's like
nothing.
a couple cans. I mean, to be honest, TBH, the birthdays tonight, guys, it's kind of like that. It's some slim pickings. So there's a couple on there. I think you guys are definitely going to be all over. But
speaking of the shrimp, I've been watching Deadliest Catch
again over.
And
for a
Scooter's
second time.
like, "Are you still watching this?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "You don't even fish." And I go, "Yeah."
Now
And she goes, "Well, then why do you watch it?" It's just, I don't know.
Well, I heard they
don't
stopped
know.
the show because I'm not even trying to be funny. I heard they stopped the show because he caught all the deadliest fish. Like each episode was about a different fish, and he caught.
The Deadliest Catch is all about snow crabbing.
What show am I thinking of then?
Then you're thinking of something.
Guys, it's They Call Us the Breeze.
I
That's
think you're
Bravo,
thinking
Romeo,
of,
Echo,
I think
Sierra.
You're thinking of your 10 o'clock show at the Holiday Inn Surfside Comedy Hour.
Are you still
Saturday
staying there?
night. Yeah.
He's got a residency. Yeah,
he has the black card.
He comes to my show. I do a Thursday night show after the podcast, and then I do a Friday night show when I get off of work. And he comes to both shows every week, and he just heckles and yells and just, heard that one before.
We don't like it.
And I'm like, yeah, sir, because you're here for every show. I only have 30. I have a tight 30. You know what I mean?
It's not good behavior.
Yeah, I don't appreciate it, but you know what? You come out there and you show me your support, and you're the only person out there anyway. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you. And I'm gonna get better. I promise. Yeah, slow clap.
That's all.
You've heard that before, right?
Yep. Just dad's slow clap. I can be in the middle of a joke, and all I hear is, "Can I get another Budweiser?" And that's it. And it's just him at the hotel bar, the outdoor little tiki bar, and I do the little dumb act. And in between my sets, the guy with the little ukulele comes up and plays Somewhere Over the Rainbow and all that stuff. And
yeah, only because Dad requested it over and over and over.
Yeah, I mean, I've been asking you for about 3 years to come out and see me do that, and you just refuse to. Every single time.
What?
I was in there practicing the other day, actually, for my set.
He's afraid you'll wake
when
up
I
and sit
practice
back
at the
up.
apartment, I like to get up and I put Benny on the couch. I give him lots of treats so that he
Audience.
stays on the couch. And then I stand up and I have my microphone and I go, what's the deal with airline peanuts, or whatever the joke is that week. And I try to get like his reaction. He kind of looks up at me sometimes and he's kind of like, oh well, cool. And other times he's kind of like, meh, and he just kind of like looks at the blinds, tries to look out the window. One time I was in the middle of this pretty long joke. It was a good payoff, but it was a nice long setup. And I turn around and I'm looking at the wall for a second. I'm trying to pretend I'm miming in the joke to somebody saying goodbye. I turn around. He's actually hung himself from the blinds. And he's not even trying to fight it. He's just literally like, just get me the fuck out of here. So I had to race over, pull him off the blinds. It was retarded, but
he's like, not this joke again.
Yeah, my stand-up needs work, that's for sure. Well, anyway, we're in there practicing for my gig tonight, and the power goes off all of a sudden. I'm like, well, what the fuck? So, I mean, this happens sometimes. It's happened in the last month or two.
But
it's usually a block thing or a couple blocks.
It is an apartment building, so this should not happen. It's not like a single residence where, like, something...
Well, I mean, power goes out. And you always get a text from Duke Energy saying, hey, the power's out, blah, blah, blah. Well, this time I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go outside and smoke. I don't realize it at first, but on the rail where I smoke, there's this red knob that I know I've seen before, but it looks like a big checker, like if you had like a large checker set, and it's just sitting on the railing, and I'm like, that's odd.
Not the
I wonder
lever?
what that's for. No, not the lever, just a red knob. And I was like, okay. And then my neighbor comes out, and he's like, dude, he's like, someone flipped this switch. I've always seen there's this main switch out there where I smoke, and it just says on and off, and I've never pulled
when
it, obviously.
When you walk in to the right?
Yeah,
before
and I've never
you go to the
pulled
door.
right by all the meters. I've never pulled this thing, obviously, because I'm like, what if? But I'm like, they wouldn't put like a main shutoff right there for anybody to just walk up and pull. There's no fucking way they would put that. So literally, we're standing out there, and he's like, and it's 6:30, 7 o'clock. I've had a couple beers, and he's like, maybe we should call like maintenance after hours or something and see what's going on. And he pointed to the thing being off, and then that was the knob for it. So he stuck the knob back on, and I was just like, all right. So I called maintenance, and we were like, hey, this is what, he's like, I'll be right over. I was like, no, you might not have to come. It's just the switch. Is this thing really like controlling the whole building? He goes, oh yeah. And I go, can we switch it back on without anything bad happening? He's like, yep. And I just pushed it. Billy, we're on speakerphone. He just pushes it back up, and all the lights come back on in the building.
Clark Griswold, dude. Da, da, da.
I had that fucker back up. We had that fucker back up before we even got the text from Spectrum saying that our goddamn power was out. But,
so how'd you feel?
How'd you feel? First of all, I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That switch.
Because I'm going to come over tonight and I'm going to fuck your whole night up.
Switch it back off?
Yeah. I mean,
fucking powers.
I swear to God. Like,
probably my goddamn brother.
And I've been drunk before and like bumped into it, like shoulder bumped into it, like on my way back in the house, like stumbling a little bit.
Well,
but like,
I've always asked you that question.
And
like,
I've
what
never,
does this thing
I've
do?
Never
And you go,
known.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Literally watched.
It ain't in a box.
It is a lever where you're like, what does that thing do? Like,
you should have
any
it
kid
in a
would be
box
like,
anyway.
what does that thing do?
Open the box, then pull the lever.
Yeah, I might have to write a little letter to maintenance.
Yeah, you're going to need a freaking like...
Yeah,
well,
I don't want that.
Obviously, you
box
can't get shocked messing with it.
I don't want that shit happening again. Well,
Well, hey, but no one else knows,
my neighbor
obviously,
just straight
right?
up flipped it
How
up.
long have you been living there?
I mean, yeah, I've been there over 2 years, and it's never happened that I know
So now
of.
you and your boy knows, and that's it.
Yeah, but is it like a full restart if the power is off?
Or just if you don't want to pay a little bit, just
yeah, fucking
power down. We guys,
neighbors being noisy, run out there and just pull the power.
Mr. Landlord, I saved you about $5,000 in electricity. You remember those 2 days?
Need to use the washer or dryer? Boom, main power.
And then
you have
and the guy
to,
that's
with
gonna,
great
you and the
power.
guy that's going to do it, go in and turn off all your shit in your apartments before you kick it on.
That's right.
Ram's like, it's
So you
getting,
don't burn
too
up anymore.
loud over here.
Speaking of Benny, actually,
Benny
definitely
boy.
got news. New Cly and Benny news. Ryan is holding a little, what looks to be like an SAT test booklet.
I think he's trying to get into.
And then I saw
doggy
mom
school.
and dad. I saw mom digging on the back of all of Cly's food and reading labels and stuff like that. So what's going on with Cly right now?
Well, he's
a Russian spy.
He's applied to a few colleges, and they came back with just what do you eat? And he's just been itching a lot. And we're starting to like get curious about why he's itching so much. So we took him to the vet to get his heartworm medicine. And they're like, do you want do you want to do a test? And we said, sure, to see what he's allergic to.
Okay.
And $300 freaking dollars, man. It was crazy. And I was like, why does it take that much? Now I understand.
Yeah,
listener.
The book.
Now I understand.
The book.
Because this comes back.
They can't see the book, but if you could see the
Takes
book.
1 month.
455 pages.
It takes 4. Yeah, and it's in Latin.
But yeah, there's there's all sorts of charts.
But
and
yeah,
stuff.
it's a bunch of charts and just says what he's negatively allergic to.
For allergies.
And it turns out that we were feeding him like probably some of the. So for instance, rice. So
oops,
most food has rice in it.
Negative is 0 to 99.
Well, we don't need to get scientific and go through the fucking chart. No one gives a shit.
Rice is very, very allergic. So now
is wheat
this
on there?
morning I woke up and I had to do a bunch of research and we figured out a nice dog food that we can get.
So what can you get him?
Basically beef, like a beef dry dog food. Now
who makes that?
Nature's Best or something like that. Natural's Best or something.
All right,
it should be pretty good. And then we also have to make sure that his shampoo. So I was shampooing with oatmeal. He's allergic to oatmeal, so that's good to know that I'm not applying.
Poor kid literally has
is just getting his. So now we switched up to some.
Does he not do well with baths or
no? He's awesome with baths, dude.
So
I say you want a bath, and he literally just paws into one.
He's like, don't understand why I feel like this when I get my bath, but I'm into it.
So we'll keep you updated.
All right. Well, I mean, what else is going on with him? I mean, like, so.
Yeah, he's allergic to wheat as well, right?
Do you feed him?
He's allergic to wheat. He's allergic to something called.
Do you feed him wet food at all?
No, just dry food, which gets me to the thing that he's most hyper allergic to, and
rice,
that is
I bet
an
rice,
insect.
Wheat, and barley.
It's an insect.
Barley.
It's called storage mite mix. Is the insect that he's 558 positive to.
So some sort of mite.
So I looked that up, and what that is if you have dry food out there in humid areas, they latch on to kind of a mold that the dry food can get, and we keep his food outside in a bin. So all of a sudden, I was like, okay, we need to completely
it's probably getting
that.
damp. It's probably getting damp.
Yeah, it's probably, and we don't take the bottom food out. Some, like, there might be a couple pebbles that we leave in the bottom before we like replenish it. I was like, I know those things have been there for 2 years, so we're gonna take the proper steps.
Like he doesn't kill the bowl before you refill it.
Well, we don't kill the whole basket that we put the food in. Like, we don't absolutely circulate the bottom from the top. 100% of it.
Yeah,
there's a little bit of fritzels on the bottom that have been there for a couple of years.
I got
right?
it. You're transferring it from a bag to a bin.
Yeah, and you want to shelf it, put the top, and do that the lemon style. And it's like, but I think he's gonna be good, man. I think he's gonna be good. I just don't want to see him itch anymore. And I think now that
you're a good
we're
pet
taking
dad.
some good, dude. Now it's like I bought a Swiffer today because I'm making sure everything gets off the floor. I mean, he's gonna be set. If not, then he's gonna go to Harvard. I don't know. His safety school. Yeah.
Yeah, safety school.
Yeah.
Yale.
Well, and he has and he's also a minority.
I heard his
so
first
he has a better shot
was
in getting
the clown college up there in Florida State University. I heard that was his first choice.
Ringling?
Yeah, he wanted to go up there and do that, but they rejected him. They rejected him because he's black. So
yeah, well, that's why he's going to get a minority scholarship somewhere. Go D2, exactly. D3, or something. I don't know.
Benny's doing all right, man. He seems pretty normal, right? I mean, he got his snip yesterday. I'm proud to report Benny was very good. He got his snip yesterday. And if any of you out there have cats, the female cats act a little differently than male cats, but the male cats, they get the little snip. They're pretty fucked up for a few hours. For a little while, actually. And brought him there, probably dropped him off at like 10:30 in the morning. They're like, you can come back between 3 and 3:30 and pick him back up, and we will have instructions, post-op instructions, so that, you make sure he's good. And I'm like, okay, that sounds good enough. So I went home. Obviously I just hung out. I cleaned the house a little bit, worked on something for the show a little bit, and then went back to get him, or went grocery shopping, went back to get him. This girl's like, all right, now I'm just going to restart this video if you just want to watch it on this TV. And this room is not, I mean, it's a small,
I've already seen the video.
It's a waiting room, and it looks like a thrift store. There's shit everywhere. And it's just like kind of, and I'm like, I'm not just going to sit here and watch this video like a toddler. So I just kind of stood there like, and just kind of glance. And
I didn't get any video.
The first video that popped up was for dogs, and I was like, raised my hand. Miss, I think I got the wrong video. I think I'm in the wrong class.
I'm in the wrong homeroom.
I'm in the wrong homeroom. So she comes over and she's like, so what's his name? And I was like, and she's like, is this your name? I was like, no. And she's like, I knew it. There's 2 Bennies here. Yours is with the Y. I was like, yep. And she goes, okay, well, when this dog one's over, your cat one's going to start. And I'm just like, well, fuck, man. I'm just standing here like an asshole watching this stupid video on this flat screen TV very closely to the wall, watching this stupid video. And it's not even a video. It's a slideshow. And the slides are taking forever.
Well,
and I'm like, I've seen this one already.
Who knows? One time, maybe in like 20 years when Klystron's like, Uncle Ryan, I got my balls chopped off. You're like, I know exactly what you mean because I had to watch this video.
So at the very end of it, she hands me this piece of paper. She goes, here's your cheat sheet. It's the same motherfucking thing that was in the video.
Of the dog video?
Of the slide. No, of the cat. The slides. The
like a
the
PowerPoint
slideshow
printed out.
PowerPoint. It's just all the facts really quick on a cheat sheet. I'm like, you couldn't have just given me this fucking cheat sheet. I didn't say that, but they probably want to make sure you pay attention.
Well, how was the video?
No, it was very terribly done, very low quality, and it took way too long. And that's what I'm saying. They could have just handed me the cheat sheet. Well, so I feel really bad. I was like, all right, I bought all sorts of like good food and treats and all this shit, and I was gonna just spoil them and hold them as soon as I got home and not really do anything but hang out, watch TV. And they're like, you have to keep him in the carrier for 3 hours. I'm like, well, that fucking sucks. So like literally he's probably like hating life already, and then he's gonna see me in the living room with him. Well,
Man,
I'm not letting him out.
You don't see anything.
So the whole ride home, this little guy, man. Oh, I couldn't help but like I was laughing, but I felt so bad for him because he's normally like he's chill, like he gets in like his Sphinx position and he's good to go. You know what I mean? But when he's riding in the car in his carrier, but he was like trying to stand up and he was just wobbling all around and like just wouldn't stay still. I was like, just stay still, buddy. You're good. And he was just like, no. And he was like,
I was so messed up.
He wasn't
so
like
much stuff.
He
right
wasn't
now.
like trying to get out or anything. He was like trying to stand up and like say hi to me and like because he had missed me, but he was just like wobbling even when we were parked. When we were parked. So like he was just wild. So I have to leave him in there for 3 hours, and after about an hour, he starts like trying to get out, and he's punching it, and he knocked it over on its side, and he's trying to get out, and he's starving at this point. Also, can't give him all the delicious treats and all the food I bought because I'm only allowed to feed him a quarter of what he eats at night. So like for one sitting, so I literally could only fill up the bowl a quarter of the way, and that's all he had to eat for dinner. And I hadn't fed him since midnight the night before, so I felt so fucking bad for the kid. And then he finally comes around, and he's trying to jump up on the couch with me, and he's missing. And he's trying to jump up on the coffee table, and he's just missing. And I'm like, hey, man, chill out. Like, I'm trying to get him to just come sit with me because they say try to, limit his activity, obviously. And I was like, maybe he wants a drink of water. So I bring him up on the sink, and I go to, like, put the water on a little stream of water for him, and he's got no fucking clue how to do his motor skills. He's putting his head directly underneath the faucet and not even like turning it to try to get to the water in his mouth. He's just literally like running his head underneath the stream of water, and he's fucking confused and he doesn't know what any of this shit is. And I'm like picking him up, and when I pick him up, he's like just dangling, like not even tense at all. Put him back down on the floor.
He's like, I just almost waterboarded myself. Dad, thank you so much.
He killed the food. He killed the food. And then I felt fucking bad because I'm eating in front of him like an hour later. And so he was very sweet, and I felt
quick
really
recovery though.
I felt really bad for him, but yeah, the
bag
kid,
of energy.
You wouldn't know it today.
No.
So I mean, like every responsible pet owner, the kid was wasted. He was stumbling around the kitchen. I was making noises, and he was looking around for me, and just so like any good pet owner, like any good cat dad, what did I do?
You went and got him some at Taco Bell.
No, I got drunk with him, man.
Taco Bell.
I got drunk with him, man. I poured one on.
You made sure that your worlds aligned.
I made sure that he was not alone in his drunken stupor. I was like, I shall join you, my son. And I got a little drunk. Mom called me. She's like, you sound probably like Benny sounds right now. Like, yeah, I'm a little toasted, and yeah.
And then you ran your head under the water.
So we just partied. We just partied all night until we both passed out. And I was like, this is the only opportunity I really have to be drunk with my cat, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this real quick. And it was awesome. We hung out like wet clothes. It was great. He was my home dog.
You guys went downtown?
Yeah, I went downtown with the Steves. Now we went over to
just tied one on
Angie's, and
Hop
yeah,
up
man.
here, Betty.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
I keep missing. Pick me up.
Get some packaged beers to go, and then you guys want packages.
That's right. A couple squeeze ups to go from Steve's. They sell them behind the counter, and we
Wait,
were
what
good
are
to go.
squeeze ups?
Little yogurt things that he likes that are like salmon or chicken flavored. They're like little yogurt things that you squeeze up, and I don't know. It's
They
supposed to
have 'em
promote.
at
It
Steve's?
promotes. No, they don't really have them at Steve's.
jeez.
Oh my God! Follow along, Ryan. We got a big show tonight. I need
Grandma
you for
does
us.
them for me, man. They're all the time.
All right, guys. This is They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, episode 41. Got celebrity birthdays coming up next. Got a huge show for you, so don't go anywhere. Ryan, what do you say, bud?
We'll be back soon.
Yeah, Dad?
We'll be back soon, and hopefully do plenty more shows. Otherwise, we've made such a success out at the Holiday Inn Surfside.
That's right. Yep. And
HBO is
see us there
for
tonight. Exactly, guys. All right, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
I would love nothing more.
Well, hey, guys. Welcome back. It's They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Episode 41, hanging out here with Ryan. We got Mike. We're just chilling. We got celebrity birthdays coming up next. We got a huge show for you still. Don't go anywhere. We're trying out a new segment tonight. And if you listen to the last show, you probably have an idea of what it is. Ooh. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. And, of course, we got, a few headlines and things like that and just some things we just really need to get off our chest. So we're definitely going to have some fun. I mean, you guys having fun?
I'm having a great time.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, it's been a good week.
I'm very aroused.
It's been a good week. I mean,
yeah, it's been a good week. Right? Yeah.
It really has been a good week.
Yeah, it's been a good week.
I'm thinking about the...
Yeah, well, yeah. Which reminds me, how y'all sleeping? Yeah, doing good. All right, let's get that mic up a little there, Mike. All right. We got birthdays, celebrity birthdays coming up next. Ryan kind of had his way with you last week, man. You were back down 4 points. You have 106, and Ryan has 110. He did very, very good last week. But hey,
Oh yeah, it did.
there's a couple on here. I think they're kind of slim pickings. They're kind of weird, but I think there's a couple that you guys are definitely going to know. And one of them, it's going to be your turn first, Dad. So I think this could be a double bubble. So we'll see what happens. So what do you guys?
He's going first right now.
No, he always goes first. But the fifth birthday tonight, I don't know. He might have a good shot. But hey, let's quit
5?
trying to spoil it. Let's just get into it. You guys ready?
Go. Fire away. Full steam ahead, sailor.
There's no birthday party here.
All right, guys. Celebrity birthdays, They Call Us the Breeze. Like I said, slim pickings, but happy birthdays nonetheless. We got to do it. Got to keep this ball rolling. See who gets to 200
I'd say
first.
about 98.
That's it. All right. So the first
Slim pickings
birthday
is
we have
98.
for you tonight.
Is that what you said?
First birthday we have for you tonight. The very lovely, the very talented. She was definitely in the Fantastic Four movies. She played in Good Luck Chuck with what's his face, the Dane Cook, the stand-up comedian. So that gives you kind of a reference. She played the woman in there. Fantastic Four, the Marvel, the Fantastic Four. There was the girl that what she could stretch.
I don't know what she did.
And there was one dude that would
but
be
I
on
don't even
fire.
know who it is.
And one dude that was really, but yeah, Jessica Alba. Happy birthday to you.
Oh. Still don't know what she did,
Jessica
actually.
Alba.
Sorry for all you Marvel
56.
fans out there. I know all the hundreds of us.
Dad's
watch
going to
them.
go 56.
Well, she's young. She's like 44.
Ryan's going to get it. She is 41 years young today. Happy birthday to you.
I should have actually tried for the double.
Yeah. Well, you got close enough. All right, avert your eyes. Here we go. Second birthday we got for you tonight. All right, very talented, obviously. She was in a couple of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, but most notably, along with Johnny Depp, she was in the movie Blow, Miss Penelope Cruz. All right.
Penelope Cruz.
Blow. She was in two of the Pirates
she's
movies.
64 years old.
You're going to say 64.
No. Probably 59.
She is, Dad's going to get it, but she is way younger. She is 48 today.
Oh, wow.
Penelope Cruz is 48 today. Happy birthday, darling. Wow. All right. Next birthday we have up for you. This one you guys definitely know. And it's just a matter of who can get closest to the pin. Big chin, one of the huge hosts
Jay
of late
Leno?
night. Huge. Yeah, Mike. It's just Jay Leno. Yeah, it's very happy birthday, Jay Leno. He owns all kinds of classic cars. I heard he's got triples of the Nova.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
probably got
he's-
triple
he-
He's got triples of the Nova. Yeah.
He probably, if you've ever seen one of the shows.
Oh yeah.
With that garage he has. Oh yeah, man.
he's
The
got-
cars.
His garage
he's
is
got a
probably as
showroom
big
of cars,
Yeah,
dude.
it's probably as big as his block.
It's like a one-round parking garage. You know.
He
what I mean? Like-
apparently doesn't care anything about boating or anything like that. But I like to drive a different car every day or on the weekend when I'm home.
Fuck
and
yeah.
I'm not doing 265 in Vegas.
Yeah.
And
Doing a
he
fucking
told
yeah.
me and Judy were watching him one night late in well, you can imagine how long ago it was.
Right,
up
yeah.
there, up in Dayton, and he was on there, and he was being interviewed by somebody else. He was on somebody else's show, and they asked him about doing Vegas, and he goes, I do
Still do
265 stand-up
Yeah.
shows a year.
Well,
He
it is
goes,
his
I'm
birthday.
still working,
And it is his birthday. And
I have not spent a penny of the money that I'm getting for doing the Tonight Show because I'm living off of what I'm doing in Vegas.
Yeah.
All that money just keeps going in the bank.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine
Oh,
that?
yeah.
That's why I got 60 cars out there.
that's right.
Yeah, because he has 200.
All right, well,
million
Dad, you are next. It's birthdays. Let's keep going with the segment.
Oh, him? 67.
All right, he says 67. Ryan, what do you think, man?
70.
Ryan's going to get it. He is 72 today.
Dang.
72. Jay Leno, happy birthday to you. Sorry
Thanks,
about
Mike.
the long way, but thanks for the story, Mike. We appreciate it. All right, next birthday we have up for you. He's a magic man. I love watching him on True TV. Always up next with like Impractical Jokers. He does that weird
Oh, I thought you were
magic,
talking
and he's
about Elton
always
John or
Something
something.
the choral
playing on.
something
He's
effect.
playing pranks on people, kind of like individual people, with all sorts of magic, and he's very, very funny, and he's good at what he does. The very happy birthday goes out to Michael Carbonaro. The Carbonaro effect.
Yeah.
He's on one of those
The
shows.
True TV
And he
show.
like
yeah.
has people like he'll be at a register and like an egg will hatch like a real duck, like a
but
real
I mean,
plastic
he was
duck
on like
or a real duck.
America's Got Talent, or is that where he came from?
No,
I'm
he
not
just
sure.
had his own show. He just popped up one day on True TV. Kind of Italian-looking kid. Obviously, Carbonaro is his last name.
I'd say probably as young.
Ryan's
as
going to go
probably-
first on this one.
He's probably like 41.
41,
That's right in my target
Q
range,
zone?
like 39.
39. You should have went higher, man. He is 46. Ryan gets the point. All right. Happy birthday, Michael. Love
And
his
that
stuff.
is the Carbonara.
If you haven't
effect.
watched the Carbonaro Effect, go out and watch it. It's awesome. A
Take it
lot of
back.
fun. A lot of fun.
Can I
All
get
right.
extra Carbonara, please?
Last and
exactly.
final birthday for
The
you
red
tonight.
type.
Last and final birthday for you tonight. And if Dad can pull out a fucking double bubble here, he kind of saves his ass a little bit. You guys talk about him all the time. I'm just now learning about him, and I can see why you guys talk about him all the time. He's a golfer. He's the guy that smokes the cigs. He's
John
the guy that
Daly.
drinks the beer.
A
Awesome.
legend.
Nice haircut.
Oh, sweet hair.
John Daly, happy birthday to you, my man. Dad is up first on this one.
52.
Dad says 52.
Dang.
Because he went on a Champions Tour. He can play on the tour. So he's 50, right?
All right, give me a chance to line up my age, okay? 45.
45, way too young. He is 56 today. He is 56.
I told you he's on a Champions Tour. He's got to be at least 50.
So
What'd
no-
I say?
45.
Oh, Jesus. I'm
Four.
All right. Well,
at
Dad
55.
Dad got one at the end there. Good job, buddy.
I buckled.
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
Yeah, sorry about that list, guys. That was kind of lame. I do apologize.
No, that was good. It just
Go USF.
My elbow has been fucking killing me. Do I miss that joke?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. USF, go USF.
yeah, he's implying that I'm not smart.
That his college was bad.
He's implying, Jenny.
All right. That you're not a smart man. All right. Well,
But I do know what food is.
We should have. We should have bought crypto with all that college money.
Crypto on the brain. All right. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know if it was out when we started on that. But
okay, guys.
Whatever.
They call
I
us
got
the
a degree
Breeze.
in
That was
economics.
celebrity birthdays. Great job, you guys. We got more show coming up for you. Before we go to our halftime.
in his defense, he can kind of hit a golf ball.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
John Daly.
I couldn't hit a golf ball right now because
Both.
I am still having trouble with my elbow from when I fell off that one wheeler. Remember when I had my hip was all fucking black and blue and I had the
2
elbow.
months ago.
Are you good? We need to turn your mic down. You want to kill your mic for a little bit? It's cool if we need to.
No,
it's cool if we need to, bud.
All right.
Yeah, every once in a while we get
Back out to the beach.
What? People can't laugh in the tiger cage? You're
I
gonna
mean,
kill his mic?
I mean, it's just.
We killed your mic.
Well, you know, it
Stop the laughing.
I've heard that before.
here's what happens. We'll start talking about
course, I was
something
in
else, and
Iraq.
he'll be laughing for about a minute, and then he'll bring back up what we were talking about a minute ago. So you kind of got to like let him get it out, and then once he's got it out, we go. But yeah, when I busted my ass on that one wheeler and I bruised my fucking hip and my elbow is still like completely fucked. So I could not swing a golf club right now. I don't think.
I think
that's what's going on with my dart game too. Honestly,
I
because
knew
it's
you'd
that
like it.
elbow, and I fell on that elbow, and honestly, like now when I pick up heavy shit, like even like an 18-pack or a 24-pack of beer, I can feel some strain in my elbow joint from that still. I mean, do you guys have any like of those like injuries that are just gonna stay with you for life?
Oh well,
I thought you were talking about your hip went out.
Well, no, I busted my hip and my elbow all in one shot, and I had a big ass bruise, and my hip still hurts
Now, when was this?
somewhat. It was only like 2-3 months ago. If you listen back to the podcast, I was talking about it. But yeah,
I don't know if you remember, but a couple of years ago, I slept on my arm wrong, and I wasn't able to like completely close my pinky.
you fucking kidding me right now?
I swear, I wasn't
That's
able
your
to.
story?
No, yeah, exactly. That is my story.
You slept on your arm wrong.
Yeah, I slept on
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there and I couldn't close this
How
pinky.
drunk were
and
you?
I was a little.
I think he was
there were
low
some
on.
re-
I think
there
he
were
was
some
low on
refreshments.
protein.
Sharon, there were some refreshments served.
There were some.
You're low
but I
on
wasn't
protein.
able to bend this pinky for like literally 3 months, and I didn't know if I was able to get it back. And then I wasn't able to finger pick the same way, so I literally thought I would never be able to play the guitar the same way, and it freaked me the hell out. But
That was like a protein deficiency, is what my diagnosis is.
doesn't matter 'cause
so
you're
if you
not-
come out to Ted's of Beverly
But
Hills,
I'm not
and
that
eat
good at
what-
guitar either, or speaking, or knowledge, and that's why I'm sending my boy to school. You know,
We're gonna have a.
He's
Ted's-
gonna take care
We're
of
getting
me.
a Ted's of Beverly Hill or Bud Dickman jar. We're getting a fucking jar, and every time you say Ted's of Beverly Hills or Bud Dickman on this show, you will put money in the jar.
I don't think that's fair.
Don't even. Don't even. And you know why. And you know why. Don't even. All right, guys. They call us the Breeze. Yeah, so that Ryan fell asleep on his arm wrong. Did you ever, you got a bad knee or a bad shoulder from some injury back in the
apparently
day?
not.
That heats up every once in a while? Or is it just from
Well,
being, it's just all from being old?
No, just, I mean, my throwing arm, I could never throw a baseball from here to Leah's backyard, or a football without, I could maybe throw a baseball once or twice from here to there, and then it would hurt so
Throw
bad.
out a little
Back
bit.
in here, it would be like needles.
But no, like injuries that you just kind of
No, I mean, when I broke my
wrist.
wrist and stuff when we were putting up that basketball goal, that didn't bother me after, for about 10 years, if it got real damp and rained or whatever, I think I kind of felt it. And then
It just stopped.
I think as you get to a certain age, you just stop feeling a lot of things.
Yeah, I have my right knee.
just a general.
My right knee,
As
I
a general rule
landed.
of thumb.
Yeah, you just stop feeling a lot of things.
My right knee, I landed on on a tile floor from knee height, basically
that would
directly
hurt.
on my right knee while it was bent. So
With
that,
your whole body weight?
yeah, and that hurts every once in a while. The elbow definitely hurts every once in a while. Still, I fell on my tailbone when I was little rollerblading, and I have that tail every once in a while. So that hurts every once in a while. Yeah, I've got all sorts of like small. I've never broken a bone,
I've
but
broken a
I
bone.
have these injuries
Yeah,
that
it
definitely
sucks.
like come back up when, like you said, when it's raining or when it's cold.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
if
Dude.
it's really damp and it's
Yeah.
When I'm
cooler,
serving-
you might feel it. Like, I'll be like,
Oh yeah,
what's that?
right there.
like-
Literally, like because I broke my right wrist, and
It
the older
never
I
broke.
get,
The
dude,
bone didn't break
If I'm
in half, it
holding a
just
couple of
fractured.
cast irons, and someone's talking to me, and I get to the dish pit and I drop it, I'm like, mother of God, like it.
It hurts.
The wrist,
Yeah.
dude. Oh yeah.
whether you fracture it or I didn't claim break it, so they just reset it and put it in the cast. But it hurts. It hurts. I don't know what a clean break would hurt more or about the same. I don't know.
I'll break your leg right now.
Oh,
you know what helps with all that pain though?
What's that?
Little
morphine,
little marijuana. Well, marijuana goes a long way with joint pain and all that stuff, and aches and pains.
Some people with
arthritis and glaucoma. It
makes you forget the pains there for sure.
Makes you forget a lot of things.
You need
Probably
forget shot in your arm.
Probably forget to put that joint out before you toss it in the fucking trash. That's why that fucking dispensary went up in flames on US 19. Did you hear about that shit? The fucking the move MUV is what it's called, and it's up there on US 19. One of them anyway, and like I don't know, like 279th and US 19. So it's like Clearwater. We're talking definitely Clearwater. And this place went up in flames, and it's in like a little strip mall, and none of the other stores were on fire.
They must have got to that store particularly quick.
Yeah.
For none of the rest of them to.
Well, and there's cops in all those stores.
And it tells you there's good firewalls there.
You know, there's
obviously
security guys with guns in all those stores. So I don't think anyone ran in there and set a fire. I think it was just probably one of the employees just kind of
did something stupid or forgot to do something.
Maybe
probably did something stupid which made them forget to do something.
A faulty battery maybe, and one of the devices blew up. Maybe someone returned a fucking device and it had been overheated or something. You never know. You've heard about like those vape cigarette, the nicotine vapes like exploding on people sometimes when they get too hot. What's to say maybe someone tossed one in the trash because it was defective, and then oh shit. Yeah, we caught the dumpster on fire at my work one time.
Now wait,
not with one of these. Not with one.
Let
of
me
these,
go back
right?
to.
I've never heard of any of these.
Let me go back to the move getting caught on fire. Okay.
The what?
Well, there was no more information really, like how it happened.
If you're a firefighter,
right,
that just so happens to before you join the forces, you smoked a lot of weed, and that is the one thing that you miss about being a firefighter.
Yeah.
So you have to go put that fire out. You're a first responder. You're loving the fact that you, get exposed to it. Now, do you go home that night and do you get high as hell? Do you get stoned? Now, when you go back home, do you do it and just say, hey, you guys know what we were fighting yesterday. Like, if this shows up positive, obviously. So do you get stoned when you leave that place knowing that it's going to be covered?
Or till...
What the fuck are you guys on? Oh, sorry, Sarge. We all left our tanks back in the truck on accident, and we didn't want to waste any time putting them on, so we ran in there with our masks without our tanks. It won't happen again.
It won't happen again.
They're just fucking ripped stone, dude. All of them.
Yeah, and then you like lock.
Well, then why in the world did you guys drive back to fire engine station number 6 when we're at 4?
That's right. Oh, we got it at 6 and 9. We got it upside down. That's right. We were looking at it wrong.
I told that was the cheeseburger.
Plus,
it was like the ketchup.
We had to go through Culver's, and we had to get a couple. We had to get a couple Butterburgers from Culver's, and yeah, dude, fuck, man, that shit would be crazy. Yeah, I would be.
Dude,
I don't know how long.
You're the first person in the building. You're like, I got this. I'll be right back.
Well, on your next reviews, I want both of you to know that it's going to reflect this mission.
Do you stand in the store for a little bit and just kind of like
you have to
soak
observe.
up some rays?
No, you have to. First thing you do,
make sure everyone is safely out. With your ocular pat down, don't do anything. Just stand near the exit, but just breathe in a little bit and just
kind of
make
like
sure.
Block the smoke from them so that it doesn't get on them.
Yes, absorb some of it into your lungs just to make sure it doesn't get into any women and children.
Trying to save everybody else.
We're gonna need a lot of pizzas.
I'll filter the air.
It's like some sort of a superhero. Yeah. What if it was like Superman and you could just like do that big like sucking thing and like all the gas and everything just goes right into your lungs because you have like super strong lungs. Like people are even getting like pulled towards you when you're, and then boom, you get all the weed smoke. You get all the weed smoke in one fucking hit. Yeah, and then you just fly away.
I like that.
And then back to
just spurted
your
out way
cave
out in space
or wherever.
The cave? I mean,
I'm having a hard time taking off on this one.
Hey, man.
I feel like this dude crashes wherever, the superhero.
Besides the buildings.
Oh man,
In New York?
sounds like we were stuck in that store tonight. That's for sure. Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We're gonna take a quick little halftime break, so don't go anywhere. Got a new segment coming up for you, so you definitely don't want to miss that. And for one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you aren't. So tell your friends. Ryan, what do you say, bud?
Enjoy the halftime show. This is one of my best buddies, cousins, sisters, brothers routine.
All right, Dad, what do you say, man?
I'm speechless.
All right, guys, we'll see
After
you
that.
Bye-bye.
You always left me satisfied and smiling.
That's what she said.
Well, hey, guys. Welcome back. It's They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. You can check us out here live on video every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you don't have to just watch the repeats on YouTube or just listen to the podcast wherever you get your podcast drip. You can also watch us live. You never know what you're going to get before the stuff. You never get a little Dave Matthews Band sing along.
Yeah, sometimes you hear something.
What's up, baby? Yeah, you never know what you're going to get. So make sure you're tuning into the YouTube live show. And thank you guys for listening out there. We really do appreciate your listenership. But like we always say, for every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So make sure you tell your friends. And we got a whole other half of episode
And the way
41
I like
here.
to always say it is, tell 10 of your friends, they'll
And then
tell 10,
of their
they'll tell
friends,
10, they'll
and so
tell 10.
on.
Compound,
and so
baby.
on,
Warren
and
Buffett.
so on.
Warren Buffett effect. Come on.
Multi-level
I got to
marketing.
show you that scene in Wayne's World. Ryan, mark that down for me, please.
I will. And also, I will show Will Wayne's World.
Will's never seen Wayne's
Yeah,
World?
I was like, he goes, I don't. He looked at me.
Buddy we work with has never seen. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
we gotta show him some
Let's
stuff.
come back to that off air. I need to know more about
Yep.
that. Well, guys, we have a new segment we're going to try tonight. We're going to call it Who, What, Where.
Why?
Who, what, where?
Who, what,
Where?
You got to say it like
I'll
Nick
sell,
Cage.
I'll sell propane.
You got to say it.
and
You got to say
propane
it like
accessories.
Jimmy Fallon doing Nick Cage. Who, what, where.
No, you got to
Dude,
say it
that's
like,
pretty good.
Who
Doing
is it?
somebody that does
what
somebody.
is it? And where is it?
Yeah. So the thing about the show is we last week we got real drunk. Okay, we put a bunch of names out there.
This is the show we're doing about Sasquatch, right?
No, this is this is not the show we're doing about Sasquatch. It's called Who, What, Where. It's basically 20 questions. Okay, so we last week, if you tune in, we rattled off a bunch of people. Some are professions, and some are actually actual titles of people. They're real names. So that's going to get a little hairy. We'll see how that works. This is our first time trying this segment. Second is places, and then third is things. So who, what, where, but actually it'd be person, things, places. But either way, that's the game we're playing. So we rattled off a shit ton of different things. We made our own cards last week. I took the liberty of writing them all down, which was actually pretty tough. It was tough to type as fast as we were going.
Yes, to not
that's for
regret.
sure. And then I made little index
you were
cards.
typing that, you were trying to type that down as we were.
I made little
I
index
would've
cards.
been writing
Yeah.
it and then typed it.
No, I did that after the
was like-
after I
Yeah,
made
you
the
were
show.
like in computer class.
There's no way I could have fucking done that live. Okay, anyway, so we each have a card. We've pulled a card, and because we can't hear, we got to let you guys know what the card is. We have pre-recorded some clips of us reading you, the listeners out there, what each other's card is before we go. And we're going to try to play 20 questions, person, place, or thing. So I think we put Ryan up first. I think I want Ryan to go first. No, you're good. You could keep the headphones in, bud.
When I
But
came
don't
in
you have to
here,
play it for
now,
the
I didn't-
listener?
I
I'm going to
didn't
play
hit
the
any
clip, and I'm going
buttons
to
or
turn it
anything,
down.
right?
Don't worry. Don't worry. So this one is for Ryan. This is the first clip we have. And I'm going to turn the volume up here so that the listeners can hear it, but we cannot.
Just in
Oh,
case.
okay.
And, okay. All right. Here we go. Ryan's card. This is the announcement of Ryan's card. Here we go. Ryan's card is Chick-fil-A.
I can't hear nothing.
All right. So they should have heard that, but we should not have. Hopefully
I
they
did
heard
not
that.
hear anything.
And we did not. Okay. So we do not know, but that was mainly for Ryan because we're going to see his card.
So he heard. Well, no.
No,
So
you guys
Ryan-
are going to see my card. Okay.
Ryan, you're going to grab this card, of course, put it on your forehead. This could be a person, a place, or thing, and you got to guess it in 20 questions. Yes or no questions only. Yes or no questions only.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Are we ready?
Yeah. What do you think?
You don't have intro music for this yet?
Nope, not yet. If it doesn't work,
Well,
we
can
don't do it again.
Can I wait for the intro? Is this a place?
It is a place.
Yes.
Yes.
It's two things.
You don't say that. You don't say anything. You just say yes or no. And yes, it is a place.
Is this
One question.
Is this place in the United States of America?
Yes. 2 questions.
Is this place for fun?
No.
Would
No.
you travel here for fun?
No. 3 questions.
Would you go with your family?
Yes.
Yes.
It's 4 questions.
Would you consider this place to be sad?
No.
No.
Jeez.
Now, let me know how's the pressure feeling right now, especially because we're on the radio. Is this
I'm trying to think of like.
this not going to work? Perhaps.
No, it'll work. I'm just trying to.
He
okay.
could probably turn that back down, right?
Is
Everybody
this,
knows what it is, but so he didn't have to.
Yeah,
keep
we know.
holding
We
it
know
up.
what it is. Yeah. All right.
So
it's
you don't
5
go there for
questions.
fun, but
Don't
you
go there
can
for
go there
fun.
with your family.
Yep.
Do you get there by? Is it a vacation spot?
No.
No.
Okay.
6.
Is it something inside of your house?
No.
Is this? Huh. It's not for fun? Jeez. Is it the doctor's office?
7. Wait, that's 8.
It doesn't matter. He ain't gonna get it.
Do you? Okay. Is it seasonal?
No. All right.
Do you take pictures here?
Nope.
No. I mean, you can, but it's not something you go to take pictures of.
No, I'd say no.
Yeah, say no. 10.
Can you get food here?
Yes.
Yes. It's 11. Just going to remind our listeners real quick what the card is for Ryan here. Ryan's card is Chick-fil-A. All right, so question number 12.
Oh man. Does this place cost money?
Yes.
Yes.
12.
Don't go there for fun. It costs money. You take your family. Does this place? Are there other families there at the same time?
Yes.
Yes. Now, what was question 11? Remember what your question 11 was?
I don't remember.
That's the whole point of the game, Ryan. You got to remember. Can you get food here?
Oh yeah, it's the grocery
So
store.
we're helping you out here. Nope.
So
skip ahead.
14. Question
So
number
do
14.
others families?
Not the grocery
do
store.
other families go there? Yes.
Not the grocery store. Question number 14. And now 15.
Okay. Do you? Is this place of religion?
No.
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 Well, then it's not what I'm thinking of then. Dude. Oh my gosh, you have to.
4 questions left.
Do you? Obviously, you don't get too old for it. Can you buy a T-shirt there?
Probably. I don't know though.
Maybe sometimes.
You probably can get one online.
Sometimes maybe. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question.
Does it only come once a year?
No.
No. It's a place. Two left.
I have no idea.
That's so easy for us.
All right. Well, if we would have said yes to the religion question, what would you have said?
I would have said, "Is it the church?" I mean,
no. See, that's why. Well, I said no because him.
I know.
Do you have to keep coming back every year?
No.
Oh yes.
I mean, you can come back as many times as you want.
It's food. We already established that, right?
But it's not fun. It's not amusement.
Well, I
is
mean,
it?
if you like that-
Is it Hibachi Grill?
No.
No. One more question, bud. I think you got one more question left.
You're right on the right railroad tracks. You just got to hit the right town.
Is it? Is it Marion's Pizza?
Wrong.
Sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, there you go. Chick-fil-A.
It was Chick-fil-A.
You don't go there for fun.
No, it's not fun. You don't go there
go there
for
to
fun.
eat
I mean, maybe
food.
if you're a kid, you might go
and
there
I
to
guess you can
play,
get
but
Today
like,
McDonald's got like the playground.
yeah, it's not
Okay,
like the
okay.
fair. It's not like the fair. It's not like fucking,
Which you
All
could
right,
get good
okay.
food at the fair. You know they have the best.
All right. Well, that took a little bit longer than I anticipated, so we're gonna go ahead and hold the cards for possibly later
I
in the
think we
show
already
or party
established that
next
earlier in the
show. Got to get into a lightning update. Dad, you're wearing the shirt tonight. Proud of that for sure. Got Mom a lightning shirt for her birthday. That was just this past
I know.
week. And I got her that lightning shirt and looks great in it, a little long sleeve thing. So we're all repping our fucking colors here. And not only did I get Mom the shirt, because it's her birthday and I don't think I've ever seen her wear a lightning shirt. We're about to hit the playoffs. I want her to make sure she can rep.
Remember we bought those black ones with the print on it?
We bought the hats. We bought some
No,
hats.
me and Mom bought those.
okay.
Oh, they're hot.
Well, either
though.
way,
They're
this
hot.
one's a little
Do they
bit
play
more
tonight?
cozy for her. Yes, they do play tonight. They will play for the second time in a row. They're going to play the Blue Jackets, and then they're going to play. God, I don't remember who it is on Friday.
Columbus is always a pain in the ass.
Well, either way, they're going to start the playoffs are starting on Monday. I'm not sure if we're playing yet. I would assume we're probably playing Tuesday.
Get a buy.
But
or no.
no, there's no we're
There's
in.
no buys. Everybody just starts.
Everybody
one,
starts
2 days and
the
staggers them.
first few games are going to be on Monday, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are in. Ladies and gentlemen, big
Let's
round
go,
of applause
baby.
to Lightning. Obviously, we knew it was going to happen
Let's do it
for the
again.
last
Come
few
on
weeks,
now.
but
Look at Lightning.
this is our
Let's do it
shot at a
again.
three-peat, man. So many of you have heard out there in listener land. I said I had a bet with this kid that I work with, Mayo, where the bet I won last year against him because he's Boston Bruins. You remember that? He had to cover a shift of mine. Well, this year I probably mentioned way before the season even started. I said we're going to go a three-peat. And I got $100 on it, and he's like, "All right, okay, all right."
That's a safe bet on his part.
Yeah, I mean it's a safe
I'm
bet.
saying,
It's a safe bet on his
I'm
bet.
saying
Yeah.
he probably should.
I should have went for odds, but
you probably could have got
should've
30 to.
should have went for odds, but either way, it was just a drunk bet. We were probably shit
And
house.
then they can.
And so I made that bet with him. Well, now we have to do a bet in case Boston plays Tampa at all throughout the series,
I'm
throughout
gonna
the
take-
playoffs.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I'm
So-
gonna take that bet up with him too.
And here's
Mayo,
the
I'm
thing.
coming
He's going
for
to
you.
try to get his 100. Well,
We've been experimenting with some idea of like a shot collar. I've mentioned this on Is This Football? Is This Football? Part of Tiger Cage Media, live every Tuesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern
Dan the
Standard
man.
Time on YouTube. Dan and Eddie and myself. Nice sports cast, plus a lot of comedy. So make sure you check that out. But
Aren't
yeah,
you guys,
so
I've
I've talked.
Chris Berman on.
No, listen.
soon,
So
right?
I've talked about this bet where I was going to do a shock collar at work and wrap it around one of our legs, and we'd be able to like remote shock each other while we were at work. But then instead, we've actually shaken on this bet. If we play each other, the
If we
loser
play each
has to
other.
get the other team's symbol tattooed on them.
You and
No
Dan's
way.
buddy?
Wherever they want.
You and Dan's buddy have that
No,
bet?
a guy I work with.
Oh, guy you
Wait.
work with.
A guy I work
Wait a
with. So we have a
minute.
bet now. We have shaken on this bet.
The Boston?
That if Boston and Tampa play each other, now here is the likelihood that they will play each other. First of all, we're getting into the playoffs. Things are going to be a little weird to start. We have certain matches. We're not playing Boston. We're not anywhere near playing Boston. The first round is actually going to be the Capitals. The Washington Capitals are going to play the Panthers. We're going to play the Maple Leafs. Boston's going to play
I'd rather play
the
them than
Hurricanes.
the Panthers are.
Boston's playing the Canes. We're playing the Leafs. and then the Rangers are playing the Penguins. That's in our division. So here's the way it's going to stack up.
It would have to be the
So,
finals.
who'd you say the Panthers are playing? The Miami Panthers?
Panthers are no, not Miami. Florida Panthers.
Florida Panthers.
Panthers. Capitals. The Washington Capitals. The Caps.
They'll beat
we're
them.
playing the Leafs. Bruins are playing the Canes. Rangers are playing the Penguins. Now, here's the way it sets up. If I may, Dad, for all the listeners out there who may not know how this goes, it's the winner versus the Panthers versus Capitals games plays our winner, our winner against the Maple Leafs. So if we beat the Leafs, we go on to play the winner of the Panthers and the Capitals.
Which they'll probably
If the
beat
Bruins beat the Canes, they go on to play the winner of the Rangers and the Penguins. So we have to get through to round 3 and be the last round before we go into the Cup in order for this bet to take.
Yeah, so it would be the finals
form.
of the division, right?
Yeah, it would be division finals, Boston and Tampa, and then if it happens, and there's a likelihood it could happen.
I think we could win again.
Yeah.
I have to get a
That would be
fucking
the-
Boston tattoo.
That would be the fucking
Well,
semis,
you know,
dude.
the thing is...
Oh, my
Here's the
goodness,
whole
you
thing, you
guys.
know. It's just like... There was
It's gonna happen.
There
They
was no
always
reason
play each
why
other.
the Buccaneers, with the talent that they had and signed after
We're not talking about the Bucks
Yeah, we're
right
not
the
now.
talking
Super Bowl
about-
year...
We're talking about the Lightning.
I'm just saying, I know. There's no reason why last year they couldn't have wanted to get
So I'm gonna keep
except,
talking about it.
so, but they kept they got too
Not
many
really.
guys hurt. So, and that's
Well,
my point.
our guys are
as
mostly
long
healthy.
as the Lightning does not
stay
get
healthy.
guys hurt.
Yeah, and
They
They
should
can
be
do it.
pretty
able to
healthy
go
right now.
deep into the playoffs.
Well, we're playing the Leafs first. I think we might have this one. We've played them 4 times this year. 2 losses, 2 wins. We beat them twice. A couple good scores. I mean, we won 5-3 and we won 8-1. We just recently beat them 8-1. They've won 1-2, and then they did beat us 6-2.
well, on paper, we should be able to beat anybody.
Yeah. So
as long as we don't get hurt.
we plow through
Gosh.
them. We plow through them. Then we got to see what's up against either the Panthers, I'm guessing, because they're playing the Capitals. I think the Panthers are going to fucking eat them alive. No pun intended.
Panthers are always.
And then if we can beat the Panthers and Boston's still winning,
Panthers are a pain
here
in
comes
their
a
ass,
tattoo
man.
one way or another.
So have you thought about where you might get it on your body?
No, I haven't thought about that yet. It's going to be someplace inconspicuous.
When did you guys
probably
agree on this?
We officially shook hands on it
How
Monday
big
night.
does it got to
Monday
be?
night when you guys
silver
were playing
dollar.
darts, when you guys were drunk at the Emerald Bar.
Yep, we were drunk at
Yep,
Emerald and we
that
made the
sounds
bet.
like a
We
great
shook on
bet.
an actual bet. Yep, so it's going down. It's going down. But did you see Monday? They went to the White House. Our
did.
boys went to the White House.
I didn't watch it
They
live.
saw
but I saw
Sleepy
they were
Joe.
going.
They saw Sleepy Joe over there at the White House. They gave him a jersey. Did you see the jersey?
Yeah, I saw bits
Oh, I
and
got it.
pieces,
I got it
yeah.
right. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up for our YouTube channel right now. Guys, make sure you're watching the YouTube channel. Yeah, so they got Pat Maroon here at the actual presidential podium outside the front of the White House.
I saw
it looks
Pat
like
Maroon.
Kucherov's wearing some sort of like old timey
Yeah, he looks like
some sort of hat. It's very
I
very
guess I did
becoming
watch,
of him.
but I guess Fox did carry most of it.
Very becoming of him. So we gave and there's Stammers. Stammers has his 2 championship rings on,
Nice.
posing in front of the columns of the White House. Nice picture of Stammers. Make sure he's watching us on YouTube. There it is. So they gave Biden a jersey, and it says Biden 46 on the back. And
Yeah, I
if,
did
and if you
see
have to
that.
ask me what the fuck 46 means, then you're off the show and don't listen to us
And
anymore.
don't call back.
And so I thought that was pretty cool. The boys, they all got to see him. They all got to fly out there. Nice gentlemen, and proud of our boys. He joked around with Stamkos a little bit because obviously Stamkos the captain of the team, and he goes, Sleepy Joe of all people goes, "Hey Steve, how many seasons?" Steve goes, 14, and Steve goes, "Yep." He goes, "Oh, you're old, man." I'm like, all right, of all people. And he said, man. You know how he has to do the comma, man. You know what I mean? So that was his little press joke with Steve Stamkos. So,
Well, it probably is for hockey.
yeah.
How old was Gretzky when he retired?
I'm sure he probably went around the same time, 16, 18,
so how old's
maybe. max.
Stamkos?
he's younger than I am.
Well, he's been in the league for 14 years. He's probably 18,
28, 30.
19 when he
Well,
started.
he'd have to be in his 30s, right?
Yeah.
I think he's 30.
He'd have to be in his mid.
He's younger than I am, I can guarantee you. I
Yeah,
can guarantee you.
definitely.
Yeah, a couple
Definitely
years.
younger
He's
than
probably
you
younger
are,
than
you
Adam,
old
maybe,
fart.
but still.
Well, that is your lightning update, guys.
Well, you don't have to go to
Yeah.
4 years of college like the NFL or.
We're
whatever.
gonna get this shit. We're gonna
You
get this
bite-
W.
you bite
Hey, can
your
I get
tongue.
hands in on this
Oh, I
W
think
real
so.
quick?
There's no reason why.
1, 2, 3, go Bolts.
I do
Go
not
Bolts.
see why.
Gosh.
On paper, if they do not get hurt,
Yeah.
And that's what killed us last year.
You know what?
Our defense
If
got
you
hurt.
lose and you get a tattoo of Boston,
Dude, I'm going to have fucking Boston water
I
trash
tell you what,
on my goddamn
I'm gonna have some lobster. I'm gonna cook some.
Oh,
I'm gonna cook some
Benson,
lobster.
Benson said, he's like, I will respect you less as a person if you have a Boston tattoo on you. And I said, I will respect my body less. I will.
I mean, maybe just temporary tattoo it for like 5 years.
No, it's a bet.
I'm sure Danny will like it.
Well, because the odds of us actually getting to that bet is not guaranteed.
Well, how about it always is
what's your-
serendipity, and
Kevin?
Boston always plays
Kevin?
Tampa.
Yeah,
Kevin-
Kevin also.
Kevin will
yeah,
like it.
and my buddy
Oh.
Alex. All right, guys. This is They
Right,
Call Us the
Kevin?
Breeze. We got one more
Kev.
segment left for you guys, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Guys, what do you say?
See you soon.
All right.
Come
guys.
right back.
All right, later.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Hey guys, welcome back once again. One final segment of They Call Us the Breeze, episode 41. That's
We still
Bravo,
here.
Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Having good times out here in the Tiger Cage tonight. Episode
we?
41. Yeah, I mean,
Or is there something?
a lot of good. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm a little rattled, ladies and gentlemen out there in listener land. I just, I can't, I couldn't possibly move forward in the show in good consciousness or conscience,
Okay.
conscience, in
Yeah.
good conscience, yeah, in good continent, without just saying quickly, fellow Americans, as the producer of They Call Us the Breeze, I just want to apologize for that last segment. Normally, every single time we've ever tried a new segment on the show, it has stuck. It's become a good segment. I know these segments; they're great segments. This time, it didn't really stick, and you guys held on with us for about 8 minutes. That's 8 minutes of your life you're never going to get back. Let's be real. That's
Thank
8
you.
minutes of your
Thank
life
you for spending
you're
with us.
never going to get back. Okay, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart, and I know that we have Ryan signing for those audio impaired. Make sure you're checking us out on YouTube. I just want to professionally apologize on behalf of our entire staff and crew at They Call Us the Breeze. We will never, ever expose you to the creative process ever again. We will make sure that we're doing every single bit in a warm-up, little dry run before we ever bring it to the light of day. And yeah, that's just our bad. Please continue your patronage, and we appreciate your listenership. And thank you. And don't have a good night just yet. Just stick with us. But after that, have a good night. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
You have 23 hours.
You have 23 hours. Michael, what? What do they have 23 hours for?
No, I
That's
feel-
where the
I have
demands,
no
but they don't
idea.
meet the demands. Michael, you're not in the position to give them demands.
I think what they need to do is they need to dial up their whoever that third party money laundering person is.
That's
and
right.
Figure it out.
Well, guys, They Call Us the Breeze, episode
Well,
41.
how do
and
you feel now?
I feel just a weight. I feel kind of warm.
I see it.
I feel kind of warm. Like I feel like just like incubated, and I'm kind of just really good
a-
right now.
Hey.
Like I can just kind of get on with the rest of the show and just be myself.
It feels good to like get things out
Oh
there, right?
Lord,
And
yeah,
just-
it really does. You know, it feels sometimes it feels good to cut back and have a couple too. You know, sometimes you have a couple and then you catch an Uber home. You have a couple more at home. Spend the day just having a couple.
not doing free ads.
Yeah.
And you know what it does?
Well, you definitely want to Uber.
It makes you.
It's true.
It makes you think more and write more and solve more.
That's
Have you
true.
been writing more since you've been retired? I mean, quick update.
Dad does have a
Quick
blog
check-in.
in the neighborhood paper.
How's retirement been?
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Don't suck.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
But I'm gonna have to find something to do. I'm going.
I think you should
Yeah,
make
as long
stuff
as-
with
as
your
long as-
hands
I'm
and sell
thinking
it.
about what sell.
Yeah, make things with your hands and sell it, or just sell your hands.
Who just died?
Who just?
I could take over that business.
Oh, Gilbert Gottfried just died. So he's the most recent one. Yeah.
Affleck.
No, he didn't do Affleck.
That-
Yeah, he
Affleck?
did. He actually
Well,
got fired
he-
from Affleck
he
because
did,
they
he did.
came out with some like he
One-
did some.
Yeah.
He can hit. He can hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also was problem child. I mean, oh God.
You know, he's funny. I mean, his voice did get on your nerves. After
like to think that
exactly.
Just fucking yeah.
You know, you could take just seconds
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just about. Yeah. You're after about one or two lines. You know, But he broke it up, and he was always funny, man.
I mean,
Flowers
he is
to
funny.
Gilbert. Flowers to Gilbert. Absolutely.
Flowers to Gilbert.
Yeah, we never brought that up, but definitely flowers to Gilbert. We announced pretty much every celebrity death on here. But yeah,
Great career.
that's right. So bomb segment tonight. But listen back, guys. We definitely gave you your lightning update. We gave you your Cly and Benny update as well. And yeah, just tons of show for you tonight. Make sure you listen next week. We're going to be back. Same bat channel, same bat time. Yes, Dad, we get the reference. Adam West, Burt Ward. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, yeah, good show. Good show.
I thought it was
Did you guys
pretty
hear about that cop that got pulled over for a fucking DUI in Clearwater? In Clearwater.
Of
course.
course, yeah.
Of course.
But you know what?
I didn't read into it.
Now,
but
here's what I'm wondering.
That
Was it
doesn't
on the
surprise
same
me.
afternoon as the weed fire in
What
Clearwater?
time was it?
Yeah, because if,
No,
if he was stuck in traffic, you
No,
know,
I
and the
mean-
window was rolled down,
Hey,
he might
man.
have cut, hey, man. Like in Cheech and Chong when the cop
getting
pulls him
thirsty.
over. In Cheech and Chong when the cop pulls him over and he goes and inspects
With
the
the van?
tailpipe
Yeah.
and he's breathing it and he's like, hey, what do you guys want? And they're like, I don't know, man. And he's like, hey, is that a hot dog? You mind if I get a bite of that real quick? Yeah, man, take the whole thing, man. And he's like, all right, you guys have a nice day.
I have a question for both of you, okay?
So, what DUI for
No.
a cop? I mean, come on, man. I mean, I can only defend the police so much. They're out there. They're doing
Was he-
shit for
was-
us.
he was on
And I know
duty?
there's some. No, he was not on
doesn't
duty.
matter.
Okay.
It does not matter.
Well-
The whole point of the cops are to serve and protect and make sure we're not being idiots out there and drunk driving.
This is true.
And this
you can't-
motherfucker.
You're setting a bad example.
Fucking-
I
You're setting
think
a
I know
bad
somebody
example.
locally that wouldn't, for the rest
Let
of
me
his
ask you-
career, will not get one of those.
Let me ask you this question, okay? All right. You know how like sometimes you will see ambulance and they put their sirens on just to get through a light,
Yeah.
and they turn them
Yeah.
off, and
It's
we
a very
see it
common
with
thing.
cops, and they speed past us, and they.
I saw a guy actually
Turn it
just
back
the other
off.
day that thought he was getting pulled over because he ran the left turn on. He ran
and
the
he shit his
this
pants.
dude ran the left turn on yellow, and the cop behind him just flipped his
Bullied.
lights on and went into the next lane so that he could get through the light. And the guy like started slowing up like immediately, and the
He's
cop
like,
just
"Oh God damn
zoomed
it!
past him.
I just got fired."
But
and
anyway,
now this-
I'm sorry, but your question.
So, the question is, okay, how early since you just joined the force? Okay, you're fresh out of the academy. How early would you start to pull that kind of shit?
Like just raw dogging bitches,
Like no,
trolling
where
people.
where you can like where you're gonna flip on your lights
Oh,
just to
like
get
just
through a
being a
red
piece
light.
of shit and,
Yeah,
like-
do you think it's gonna be
10
2
years?
months in? Do you think it'll take you 10 years to kind of
Oh
walk
no!
that line?
Once you sit in a
Yeah,
tra-
maybe 5.
You sit in
Depends-
traffic.
I would think maybe.
If you're a patrol guy, probably.
I think it would take me 4
soon
months.
As soon as your coworkers
Well,
say
let's-
it's cool to do it. I
let's
guess,
be
'cause
real.
It's like
First
being in
month.
school.
St. Pete is getting overpopulated. It takes a long time to get anywhere nowadays. It's not like where you remember back in the day, like if it was a certain hour of the day, no one would be on the road.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've worked in hospitality for a very long time. I worked at nights. I'm talking about like
not good
literally
behavior.
16, 17, 18 years ago. I knew I could go out between the hours of 1 or 2 o'clock. Lunch break is over.
Well, you're
yeah.
talking about
And
downtown.
4 o'clock.
because you're the
Downtown
Walking
is-
Dead.
I'm talking
right?
about just
Yeah.
anything.
Well,
up
and
4th Street,
so
whatever.
4th Street, yeah, 4th Street
Just-
and downtown.
And nowadays,
Yeah, you're
there
not-
are so many fucking people here that
Yeah.
there's no slow time. There's no like deserted time. I mean,
Yeah.
unless it's fucking early, because a lot of stoners live here. A lot of stoners and old people. Well, the old people would be out, but they're
Well,
usually
and the
not
old
driving.
people, they're stoners too. So
It's also true.
There's that.
But yeah, there's some, and you know that's why I do most of my moonlighting at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
that's why you manage this whole time.
That's why I managed this whole time to stay single. That's why, yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's busy.
But yeah, so this fucking cop gets
This
a
is
DUI.
a
This
very,
guy,
very,
40-year-old Jeremy Curran, I believe is his name. He was arrested Thursday for a
Jeremy.
DUI.
What's
He's
up
driving
with you, Jeremies,
driving his
man?
Ford pickup truck
Gulfport
over
by
there
any
in
chance?
Clearwater. Another
Swerving, buddy.
another officer pulled him. No, not even swerving.
Listening
I
to
got
fucking
pulled over.
Chase
St.
Gray.
Peter Gulfport.
You know what it was? The tag lights were out. That's why he got pulled over.
Busted.
Shit.
And it was in the afternoon, and he got pulled over because of the tag lights being out. And I'm going to tell you right, or I probably would have been in the afternoon, probably nighttime. But I thought they said it was like just before night. So this motherfucker gets pulled over, and I got pulled over, Ryan, driving your Aztec one time because its tag lights were out, and I didn't even know it. And I was coming home from a show, an I Hate Scranton show, with
Don't
all
be
our
looking at
gear
me, man.
loaded into
I ain't
your
your mechanic.
Aztec, and I was in Tierra Verde for
Are you sure they didn't think it was a
Unexplained reason.
UFO?
So literally, I got pulled over, and the dude was cool enough to let me go because he's like, "Oh shit,
It's an Aztec."
He's like, "I didn't mean for the driver to be kind of buzzed behind this wheel. I just wanted to pull the guy over because he's on the beach and he has no tail light. No tag light. Oh no." So he let me go. It was New Year's Eve, and I bitched. I said, I remember the story was I was in Tierra Verde. We had just played a show with you. It was I Hate Scram. We played a New Year's Eve show, and I had all the gear
out there.
I had all the gear, and I was in Ryan's Aztec, and I was out there visiting a friend, and I left the friend's house, and I was heading home, and the cop pulled me over out there by that 7-Eleven. And
way out there,
right before the bridge.
Yeah.
And it was New Year's Eve, and he's like, "You been out partying?" I was like, "Sir, I just got into a little bit of an argument with somebody I was supposed to spend the night with, and I'm on my way back, and I am loaded with all the gear right now, and I'm the one who's responsible for all the gear. I got to take it back to the warehouse, drop it off. This is New Year's Eve. All my fucking bandmates ditched me, and I'm in charge of just taking all this gear out." And he's like, "All right, go home.
Sir.
Don't go to the warehouse. Go home. Let the shit stay in your car. Park it somewhere safe. Make sure nothing gets stolen. Head out tomorrow morning. Go take your shit to the..." I was like, "Yes, sir."
He probably put in the system.
Yes, sir.
He probably put in the system, spaceship, red.
He said,
"Let tag lights go home."
he said, "Next guy's not going to be so nice to you." So, but yeah, so taillights, that's how this guy got pulled over. That's what busted him. You got to make sure I'm not advocating drunk driving. Do not drive drunk. It's a terrible thing to do. It's not about getting pulled over and getting a fucking ticket, okay? If I can be real quick, I know we don't get sentimental or political or real at all on some topics, but it's not about getting fucking pulled over and getting a DUI and your wallet getting drained. A number of things can happen on accident just because you're out there drinking and driving.
This is true.
Including, the obvious. I mean, I don't have to list all this stuff, but that's the shit you should be thinking of where you're out there drinking and driving. And, like I said, this cop didn't think about that at all. And I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get heavy, guys. I apologize.
Well,
but
no,
yeah,
it's a good PSA. It's a good reminder.
I've gotten one, I'm sure I've mentioned it out there. I have gotten my own, and it was a little bit of a burden on my parents. I had to stay with my parents for the 3 months that I couldn't drive. Dad had to fucking take me to and pick me up from my office job every day on the way to and from his job. And then weekends I had to get a ride up there. I mean,
not to make light of it, but we did start a band.
I mean, we had a lot of good family time. We had a lot of good family time. I lived with y'all for 3 months.
Wasn't good behavior.
No, remember the guys we were playing with out at the village?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, but
that was cool.
Yeah.
And
But Ryan actually would give me rides to where I was still paying fucking rent in Gulfport, and we go chill there on the weekends. I appreciate that, buddy. I never thanked you for that.
That's a nice place down
Anything
there.
that I can do to help out, man.
But so I mean, moral of the story, guys: don't be a cop, don't get a DUI, and if you're gonna get a DUI, don't get a DUI because it's not just about the paperwork and the money; it's about the risk involved. Mm-hmm. And like I always say, here's the number one thing I always say about DUIs: it's not about you. Think about how stupid people drive all the time, and think about how sometimes think about the number of times in the past year. In the past year, I'm talking to you guys out there listening in listener land. Think about the number of times in the past year that you've been stone cold sober, you've been driving in traffic or not in traffic, and someone has done something where it took you a split second of reaction time to make that decision, to pump those brakes or do this or do that.
Or
Now when you're
only 3 beers in, you're only heading up to the store, you're only doing this, you're only doing that. Nothing can happen. I know where I'm at.
Absolutely.
That 1 second that it took you to stop that last time, that second's not there anymore. And you're going to hit that dumbass girl who's not drunk, and guess who's going to go to jail for it? You are, my friend. So that's the fucking... I'm sorry, Mike, to be looking...
No. I was just thinking about...
I got to make eye contact for my PSAs, you know what I mean?
Ran right into the side of me. It was in the morning. I'm sure.
You never... Yeah, that's just...
You never know when something's going to happen.
Absolutely. And if you're the only guy there with beer on your breath, and it doesn't matter if it's fucking, 11:30, you're the guy, motherfucker. So yeah, a little PSA from the breeze out there. Sorry to get heavy on you guys tonight, but
it's a good public service.
Yeah,
don't ride your one wheelie board either. Your one wheel board. You're
gonna break an elbow. You're gonna break an elbow. Well, before I go, I gotta get into this fucking story. This is actually a really good one. Did you hear about the dad that got into a tiff with the teacher because the teacher suggested that he make sure he invite all the kids in the class to the birthday party? Have you heard about this story yet? It's on Smart News. I know you get your Smart News, Dad. I fucking came across this. not clickbait, funny story. I actually loved it because they have some interview from the dad, and he's talking about like what he said. So yeah, so basically, the scenario is dad's throwing a birthday party for kid, probably elementary school. They don't say, they keep them pretty private in this article. The teacher, the kid only invites certain kids and a couple kids from other classrooms that are probably friends from PE or on the playground or whatever.
Yep.
And so the dad just invites these kids. Now, mind you, the kid is invited, the parents are invited, And I remember we used to do these kind of birthdays back in the day, but mostly it was just all the kids. Well, nowadays, obviously, you can't do that. Parents are a little more like, well, I need to make sure I'm with my kid. You know what I mean? Like, so now you're talking about one or two parents showing up with the kid. So, I mean, that's a lot of people to feed.
Oh,
that's a lot of people to entertain.
That's a lot of Zada order,
and,
baby.
That triples your...
it triples and you have the... Yeah.
Have you got a kid and then you got
doubles
parents?
and triples? Yeah, triples are safe. Triples is best, but doubles I'll take. But yeah, so the teacher contacted the dad and was like, "Oh no, you can't. You have to invite everybody, every kid in the class."
First off,
and he goes, "Okay, no, that's not the way." She goes, teacher calls dad. Dad says, "Yeah, there's a few kids in his class he has problems with. That's understandable, right?" And he says, also, I can't handle hosting 24 fucking kids and their parents at this party. Reasonable. Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah. That's like a $2,000 freaking birthday party if that's what you're doing.
Teacher goes, well, with all due respect, we have a rule. If any kids are invited, all kids should be invited. And he says, well, it's a private event outside of school. It's at my fucking house.
Yeah.
So you can't blah, blah, blah. And she goes, there's a good reason for the rule. It keeps kids from feeling left out. Back to that whole participation trophy bullshit.
You know what?
But
that's
like he
what
said,
makes people stronger.
The kid was having problems with some of the kids in class. They were probably bullying on him, and the kid was like, "No, I don't want them coming and shitting all over my fucking birthday." The teacher doesn't know what's going on, or even she does, which is worse, and she doesn't do shit about it.
And guess what?
And she's like, "Well, we got to invite all the kids, right?"
Nope.
Yeah, you need to have those kind of groups that don't like each other, okay? Because that births like rock and rollers.
I mean,
great freaking
teach them young,
great
jocks are gonna kick your ass, dude.
That's just how it's gonna. And if
so, find yourself some friends, man.
It's
no. So here, the dad also brings up the point. He's like, well, he's also invited a couple kids from other classrooms. Do I have to invite all the kids in those classes too? And she, they had a little bit of
sure you do.
Did a little bit of bickering back and forth, and then this, as I quote, this is the dad's fucking quote. I'll try to do it. Lady, it's pretty clear that you're used to bossing around kids who have to listen to you, and that you don't seem to understand that your little fiefdom. Fiefdom is like a fake rule over an area. Your little fiefdom ends at school, and it ends at the end of the school day. And it doesn't go any further than the schoolhouse gates. I'm not a 6-year-old in your class. I'm a 38-year-old union electrician planning a private event in my home off school hours. If you think you're the one to make the rules for me in my home, which I pay the mortgage, you can go fuck yourself, and there isn't a goddamn thing you can do about it.
He said that. So where's this kid go to school now?
Quote. He said she kind of stammered, and then he just hung up. She kind of like stammered for a minute and tried to like find her words, and then he just, well, good for this guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the goddamn line? That's what I'm saying.
It's getting a little too weak.
Participation trophies and this and that, and I mean,
look, and I bet there's some kids that are probably like, I don't even want to go to his birthday party.
I fucking hate Jacob.
Like,
he smells.
why do I have to
why
go?
would I go there?
Yeah, so
he's the smelly kid.
Participation,
Yeah,
everyone
Americans are
invited.
getting weak.
Yeah, I like
Gotta
that.
give it up to that dad, man. That's pretty impressive.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you don't take no bullshit, man. Seriously.
I mean, dude, we used to have a selective. I selected birthday parties. Yeah, absolutely. You're my buds. I've never talked to you in the corner, kid.
Now.
And I never talked to you.
if as a teacher, okay, quick question
The
before
only
we
time
go.
I remember when anybody was all included is when you're in kindergarten. You got to give a damn St. Valentine's
Now,
card to everybody.
Let's
in your
play
class.
devil's advocate. Let's go flip on the reverse side of this. As a teacher, before we go tonight, guys, thank you so much for listening. Episode 41, They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra.
Cool.
Before you leave, okay, so you're the teacher and you notice the kid has invited everybody, and the kid's kind of a class clown. He's invited everybody except for the one kid. Now, do you contact the parents and you go, hey, listen, There's some bullying going on, I think. Literally, the only kid not invited in the class is this kid. Can you have a talk to your kid and maybe say, like, hey, we're not, maybe suggest it and be like, he's obviously picking on this one kid. Like, if it's just
I
all
would
the
hope
kids
if
except
that
for one
scenario
kid.
presented itself, that it wouldn't even go that far, that the people that had the birthday party would understand, oh, my God, like, let's...
Oh, yeah.
I don't think the kid would even be in that class at that point.
Well, I mean, like, maybe, like, it was more of a, like, the kid just, didn't really realize, was a little bit oblivious to the fact that he was kind of being picked on.
That could be the next Bill Gates. Bro.
Oh, I thought you meant he
I
might
don't
be
know.
the bully guy.
But he's aware that he was the only one not invited to the party.
He might be the bully guy, though.
Well, no, I'm saying...
Well, and also, let's take it a step further. Are they trying to deviate and take away...
Well, nobody ever all gangs up on the bully kid.
But
the
are they
bully
trying to
always
take
has
away
fans.
those stats? Are they trying to take away those stats that, like, okay, those kids that show the kind of, like, aggression later, or because it stems from them not being...
I'm not a
so
child psychologist.
So now they're like...
I ain't
now
no
they have
Dr.
to
Doc.
do it. It's just wild. I don't know.
No, I'm just
No,
saying...
they're
know.
they're trying to explain to him that if someday that all the rest of the kids in his class move on to high school and then on to college and end up in Manhattan.
You gotta make
and
your
they're
own
on
friends.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're going to be left out,
You
pal.
gotta be self-made. Yeah, tough love. All right, guys. Well, thank you so
Go to
much.
USF.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for checking our show out tonight. We do appreciate it. It's episode 41 of They
CP
Call Us the
campus.
Breeze. We hope you guys had as much fun as we did out here. Yeah, don't go anywhere because we're going to come back next week. And yeah, we're definitely going to see you later. Have more fun. And yeah, I feel pretty good, man. I'm feeling pretty good, especially after getting that last weight off my shoulders. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Ryan, great job tonight, man. What do you say?
Man, I had a blast. I felt good.
You sounded good, too. Dad, what do you say, bud?
I say, you guys just make me laugh. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. They're funny. They can be funny.
Yeah.
I'm booking them out there
All
all
right.
day in Surfside.
Yep,
as
come
soon as
see
I
us
can.
tonight and tomorrow night. The 11 o'clock show is totally different from the 7:30 show, so make sure you come to
2
both.
times every Friday and Saturday night.
All right, guys. Good night, everybody. We'll see you later. Good night, everyone. Bye.